Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, we live in a world dominated by social media. All these social media sites have tremendously changed the way we experience the world, but none more than Instagram. Research have shown that the gram is the place to be for most young adults. So many young minds on an app that's about posting pictures and videos. Sounds fairly innocent, doesn't it? But is it really that innocent? On today's episode, we're going to be discussing Instagram. Is it good or is it bad? Hello, good morning, good afternoon. If you're listening to the podcast for the first time, welcome to the podcast. It's great to have you here with us this morning or afternoon or night, whenever or wherever you stumble upon or listening to our podcast. Please don't forget to follow us on our socials, Instagram, YouTube, and soon to be Spotify. Yeah. And as usual, before we start our podcast, we're going to go around and we're going to see our hot takes for the day. So Simon, what is your hot take for the day?
Right, great. My hot take for the day is I feel that it's completely okay and it's fine to skip breakfast. I've done that. Not to say that it's good or healthy, but I'm just saying that it's okay because, I kind of done it like my whole entire life, since
Come on, breakfast is supposed to be the most important
I
meal.
know, right? But
I think
in a way,
also-
you think
I
about
think-
it, right?
yeah.
Like it's quite special to have breakfast, because like you pull the courage to get up in the morning, and then you have that bread, pancake, or whatever. Then it's just like, wow, this is different.
It is.
I think the thing about breakfast also depends on what time you wake up.
Yeah,
Like,
it really depends.
Right. It is not important unless by the time you wake up, it's already lunch.
Yeah, then your breakfast is nothing really.
Then no
right?
point in it lah.
Yeah, but
whatever
usually
you
I
like.
have this thing that's known as brunch. So yeah, breakfast.
Brunch is
Yeah.
undefeated, man.
Yeah, brunch is
So,
undefeated. Wei Yong, what's up with
speaking-
you? What's your hot take, man?
Okay, for me, right, I prefer to scroll TikTok than to scroll Instagram Reels. Like, they are both the similar thing, right? But then I find myself scrolling TikTok more than I like rarely go into Instagram Reels, Even though I post some lah, but then I rarely go into I don't know why.
Maybe-
But I chose TikTok.
Maybe it's because of
More.
like the UI is much more, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
better in
I
TikTok.
don't know also. But yeah.
I
Interesting.
mean,
How about
Simon's
you,
talking
I scroll
about-
reels more lah because I don't have TikTok,
You scroll me.
Yeah, same. I go to
okay.
Reels because I don't have TikTok. I know if I have TikTok, I'll waste my time on it. So I just use Reels. So
No, but I
my
always send you TikTok,
no
okay?
offense, Wei Yong.
I mean,
I
you send
always send
me.
you TikTok, Vinod.
You send me lah, but I watch on the browser. My hot take. I think is fairly controversial. My hot take of the day is that McDonald's fried chicken is better than KFC's
Wei
fried
Yo,
chicken.
Lai Liao, my
Preach it.
God.
Preach
Yeah.
it.
Preach. Hey, you all agree?
Mr.
Yeah.
Kentucky,
Serious?
Mr.
Yeah,
Kentucky
agree,
be
agree.
crying from his grave.
I
think
I
Kentucky-
don't mind
yeah.
having KFC lah, but
Mhm.
but McDonald's, they do their
changed the
chicken
game.
better than KFC. I feel.
I think KFC is too oily for me. Like it's just dipped in oil.
I don't know what they have done lah lately because like I feel like growing up, right? KFC is like one of the essentials. They are one of the best.
I mean,
Like,
but
when they
but
came out, it's
When
spicy.
you grow up, you don't have McD also, ma. McD
Yeah.
I'm growing when
But
you
when
grow
you-
up
but-
time. It
but-
only came out recently.
But try to relate with me, guys. When you grew up, right? Okay, original is all you knew. When spicy came out, that's all you wanted to eat. You wouldn't really want to eat the original one. And then when McDonald's came out, people were just like,
Mhm.
But then after that, when you actually try it for yourself, then it's just like, oh no. It's like,
Yeah, I get that.
yeah.
Bro, the commercials also, man.
Oh yeah, the ASMRs, man.
I'm growing
It's
commercial.
insane.
Yeah. the
Yeah.
crunchy,
Oh, the
man.
crunch, man.
Take my money.
Right, man. Speaking of commercials, let's get back to today's topic.
Hey.
Instagram.
Instagram, all for the gram,
Yeah.
guys. All for the gram.
I mean, we all know Instagram is one of the most popular app. Everyone has it. I'm on it. Wei Yong is on
Yeah.
it. Simon's on it. Some people have more than one account.
Many
The
people
three
can't live
lattes
without
are on it.
Yeah, three lattes
the
are
three
on it.
lattes are on it.
Lattes are on it. Yeah. So I think, let's put it this way. Like, how do people actually use Instagram?
Man, it can be.
How do
many
they
things,
actually
eh.
use the app? Like, how do they use Instagram?
I feel like there are actually many things to say because Instagram can just like any other social media platform, right? Like
Yeah.
many people can do a lot of things on it. I'll just say like a few things and then maybe I'll pass it on to the floor. I feel one thing is not definitely like just to put it out there, when we grew up, okay, let's just go back to the time when we had Friendster and then Facebook came out and then after
MySpace.
Instagram came out.
Okay, you know what? I don't
Okay,
know what's
MySpace too
Friendster,
old,
okay.
lah, huh?
I think I'm too
Oh.
young, lah, huh?
But all we wanted to do, right, as kids, right,
Mhm.
okay,
Mhm.
when we were young, right, was to
Mhm.
have our first email and social media account. So in a way,
Correct.
it's to get ourselves kind of like to hop on the train of like the trend of like, oh finally we're on social media, man. So
Like you feel like
know,
an adult, right, when you have a social media account.
yeah. You
Yeah.
feel like you finally belong. You feel belong
Mhm.
in like the
You feel
circle.
cool.
You know, you feel in a way. So it's like to get yourself known in a way. Like it's like wow,
Mhm.
people can finally
Yeah.
see I'm on social media, man. But that is only one thing lah. Another thing is also I feel like right now, especially in lockdown and with COVID and everything, it's a place where people can promote their business. You know, I think it's a great
True.
place to social media is a great place, and even more Instagram as well is also a great place. But I won't take up too much of the pointers. Maybe I'll pass it to the floor right now, like just to see what you guys think, how people use Instagram these days.
Right, man. Guy in the purple shirt. What do you think?
So I think I can speak for myself first. Like usually I use Instagram to, I mean, we can say use it for fun, and we also, I think for myself it's for fun lah. Just to connect with people, to see other people's stories, see what they're doing, see what they're up to, and then we also can message, right, because got DM inside.
Yeah.
And you have the other side as well, like what Simon said. It's a Instagram is also a good platform you can use as a portfolio, like
Indeed.
especially for people that's
True.
want to start their business, right? Yeah, their feed can be a portfolio itself.
It can almost be
So
like a digital resume, you know?
Yeah, it can be, man.
That's right. Correct,
To
correct.
kind of establish
And
like your
yeah, that's
personality and persona,
correct.
you know.
Correct. Yeah.
Correct. So different. You got different lah. So for me, it's for fun. Though, like I mainly use Instagram so that can connect with people. Yeah.
I think apart from the most obvious reason is to like post pictures and post videos, right? I think what Instagram has been in the past few years, it has been an outlet for people to talk about what they really care about. Like
Oh yeah.
let me take you back to last year, the BLM protest, the Black Lives Matter protest. Do you remember there was a day where like it was like a blackout Tuesday?
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
It was
only
all over.
feasible.
But I
Yeah,
think-
that was
I think I
only
remember.
is when everyone posted like a black picture.
Yeah,
on a
all
certain
their
day.
profile
Yeah.
photos
Oh,
and
yeah,
become
yeah,
black.
yeah.
Yeah, to
Everybody
to
turn off the
highlight.
lights.
Yeah, to highlight what's going on in the US.
Did you
with
post?
In
I
Malaysia,
did.
in Malaysia, if everybody put black, that will mean turn off the light. You know, government.
I mean, I mean, whether performative or not, I think what it shows is that Instagram has become like the platform to voice out your opinions or to stand for some cause, right? Mostly. So you think about it, you like the posting the black picture thing would not have been feasible if there wasn't an app called Instagram.
True.
Think about it. I think apart from what you guys said, I think how people use Instagram lately is like this. It's like they use it to voice out their opinion, to express themselves, mainly to express themselves and express an opinion, even if it's controversial. Who
It's
cares?
like
Just
a
post it
different
out.
form of Twitter.
Correct. It's an outlet to practice
It's a
your
more
constitutional
visual-
freedom of right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
correct. Yeah.
but to think
Yeah.
about it, right? Like this just popped into my head. Like I mean, if Instagram wasn't there, right? I mean, just like anything lah in life, if someone or something or a platform isn't there, another thing will kind of like take its place also one lah in a way. But just because it's there, it has become like as you said an outlet for people to use and to
Correct.
to
I think
to be in
I think
one
the
accord.
outlet will be there. I think the outlet will be there, but I think depending on what the outlet can do will change how far the reach will be.
yeah, definitely.
I think for me Instagram has a better reach than Twitter. I think.
I think
But-
for Malaysia lah. I think just for Malaysia, I think I'm not so sure. I can't speak for the US, but I
Mhm.
know a lot of people uses Twitter in the US. I've never used Twitter myself because like
I love Twitter.
I only
love
started
Twitter.
using Twitter when I went to college, and like I only used it for a
Yeah.
while only. But then after that, it kind of just like phased off. But I'm
Mm.
still on it lah. Anyways.
I mean, yeah, it depends on where you are. Like, in some places, Instagram is more popular. Some places, Twitter is more popular. Some places they don't even have that. Like China, they have Weibo.
Yeah, they have all their.
something else.
They don't even have Google there, like
We-
guys. Come on.
Yeah.
WeChat, you know.
Yeah, let's not talk. Let's not talk about
yeah.
them. Later we cannot
That's a
ban
different
something.
topic lah.
Yeah, let's not go there. Okay. Speaking of Instagram, so we know how people use them. Let's talk about what are the good sides of Instagram. What are the benefits of Instagram? What is the good of Instagram? What do you think?
The goods of Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Now, what's his
every-
best side?
every time when we think of social media platforms, we tend to always think of negatives, right? I mean,
Facts.
it's harder. Usually in life, I feel it's usually easier to think of the negatives than it is to think of the positives. That's why we tend to
Yeah.
complain so much, I feel, as human beings.
As Malaysians,
But-
as Malaysians as well.
But
That's
I
the-
mean, I believe that Instagram has actually a lot of good things to talk about also lah. I mean, it's a place where you can, I mean, when it started off, it's a place where everyone just literally just like take photos and just share there. No edits, no nothing. Beginning of Instagram was all about Instagram filters. Way, have you ever like used?
Valencia, Willow.
Oh, bro, Valencia, bro.
Yeah,
All
Valencia
of
was
the-
the thing.
Now
Valencia
there's
was-
now
Wait.
nobody
Are you
even
talking
uses
about
the
the-
filters anymore.
The one that you swipe then got the different cities one.
Oh yeah, man.
You weren't there earlier. Like I think when you were like when Instagram came out
Wait,
for me
when
it was
was
like when like if you want to post a picture, I think there's Instagram filter for your post.
Yeah. That is.
For your
Oh,
post.
okay.
It's
For
still
your
there
post, yeah.
actually. It's still there.
Yeah,
but,
so
but
but nobody uses it anymore.
I don't think anybody really uses it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yes, it's a place where you can share your life stories and your memories, and especially in these days, it's a place where you can share your art, whether it be in the form of music
Yeah.
or photos or even like digital or not or regular artwork. You can
Or
think of
even
it like
your-
just now,
yeah.
like just now when you guys said like it's like a personal portfolio, right? You can think of it
Mhm.
in how it initially was is that it's actually like an archive of some sort where we put everything there and it just shows like our life. And then like when we look back into it, when we upload so many things in it, and then when we look back into it, it's just like, wow, we used to do that. Oh, I used to be there.
Yeah.
All these things. So you
It's
can
like
think
a
of it
time.
as
It's
some
like a
sort of
time
an archive.
capsule.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
In grid form.
I mean that's the whole point of pictures, right? You should capture moments that, so you can. It might that it's like that special moment that you capture. Like that's the whole point of pictures.
Yeah.
and
It
videos
is.
and all.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, some people take dumb pictures. Like I take pictures of my feet for some reason. I don't
Hey,
know.
but then you will look back and say, oh,
Yeah.
why so dumb? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally
true-
last time, right?
true
I had like
effects.
I had
But
an
it's
old
all fun
account.
times lah, huh?
Yeah, I had an old account last time that I actually deleted already. But then I was like looking back at all my old photos and I was just like, wow, all these all classic filters, man.
Right.
All the filters are now well forgotten.
I think
With
for
all
me,
the visco filters.
Oh right, yeah. We used to. There was no visco cam. It was just Instagram
Yeah,
filters.
just
That's it.
Instagram, man.
Yeah. I think for me, one of the biggest upside to like Instagram right now is that, like I said, how it's become an outlet for people to voice their opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
I think the connectivity you get from Instagram is really undefeated for me. Like especially ever since they rolled out the stories update when you can start posting stories on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot how I used to start a conversation with people before Instagram stories, because now whenever I want to talk about something, I just reply to someone's stories.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
very
True.
that's actually very very efficient in a way.
It's super efficient, and
Yeah.
it's almost like if you don't see something you like, you can just swipe.
Yeah.
Right?
But some people can choose
So-
to like disable it also though. That's the thing.
Correct. You can even mute an account you don't like.
Yeah.
right? I think the best side of Instagram is just this connectivity and how efficient is it to maintain some form of communication. Like in the DMs, right? If you don't want to like reply to someone's message, just like it. They'll understand.
Yeah, it's just like it's like
Just double tap it.
That's
I-
one way to end a conversation.
Yeah, just tap it. Yeah.
it's like
like it.
I admit that I saw what you sent to me. I affirm to you that I saw.
Yeah, I acknowledge this
I
message. I
acknowledge,
just
yeah.
don't wish to apply it. Don't wish to reply it.
Yeah.
I think the other side is also like you said, how people during the pandemic have been like starting their own business and stuff. And I think Instagram is the perfect social media app. Maybe Facebook as well, but I think Instagram, I think is very important because the reach is there. I've seen so many people start an Instagram account to sell something
Yeah.
lately, right? Like
Yeah.
anything from cheesecake to gadgets and stuff. Like people usually go on Instagram, start an account and say, hey, this account is selling this. Like you even see like thrift accounts on Instagram, like thrift shops on
yeah,
Instagram,
vintage
right?
stuff and all these things. I mean,
Yeah, so-
it is.
Mhm.
I mean, we'll hop on to this later on lah. But it's all
Mhm.
about the demographic lah. I feel because
Mhm.
Facebook also can, but why is Instagram like sort of like the in thing? Why do everyone always go to Instagram?
Yeah.
You see, that's the thing. But
Mhm.
I would just like to add on a few more things on like what the positives are. I just have a few things like just now, Vinod, you said that it's like an outlet, right?
Mhm.
Where people can sort
Mhm.
of like
Okay.
chime in together and to support each other. And literally,
Mhm.
like I think that's one thing that's great about Instagram as well. Like, for example, I'll just give an example. Like the other night, I was just talking to like one of my friends, and like she told me that how to say that there's actually this Instagrammer. Okay,
Mhm.
she's had like some miscarriages and all these things, but she uses her platform, her profile to be like a source of like where she can be able to share her struggles, her stories, because she knows that she's not the only one facing this, and if she can have an impact on another person, that is actually really fulfilling, and that you actually help someone. And it's nice to, and then like how to say, when she shares all of her struggles and all of her anxiety and all the fear and all these things, everyone was actually very supportive. Like they chime in, they supported her, they comforted her, and in the end, when she managed to actually get pregnant, and when she announced it, everyone was like rejoicing together with her. So you can think
Mhm.
of it as a way, it's like it's a place where, I mean, there is the bad things that we'll get to later also, but this is just the good things, that people can come together to for a great cause lah,
Mhm.
to support a person in like whether it be emotionally and mentally, especially going through all these things, and the fact that they have the courage to share these things, right? So people
Yeah.
definitely, when they come together and when they celebrate for this cause and when they support each other in this cause, it's actually a very powerful thing. Actually, it's very powerful.
That's true. I
Yeah,
agree.
that's why it's a good platform for any like causes, or like maybe like for good causes are like, so because like some issues like the one that you said, like the issue that she had, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it's not just she's going through
Yeah.
and then it's also like maybe other people is going through but they just didn't dare to voice out or what.
Or
And
they
then-
don't know someone else is going through it.
Yeah.
yeah, correct.
Yeah.
They don't know that there are someone else that is going through the same thing with them. So that
Mhm.
if this platform, if Instagram, right, is a very good platform to share the
Mm.
experience, and it relates to people and then it helps people lah in a way.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
but
sorry,
think-
go on.
Think positives on Instagram, right? I think it's more of who are using it, because ultimately it's just a platform for you to share whatever you want. It can
Sure.
be video, it can be anything, it can be a verbal thing, and it depends on how you share it, ma. Like some people decide to go out and maybe put hate comment
Mm.
or these kind of things, right? Then it became like a bad thing, but instead they use it to inspire people. Then it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it, lah.
I think the reason why these kind of positive messages are more amplified on Instagram is because the age-old saying, pictures paint 1,000 words. And Instagram is all about pictures and videos and visual
I
and
think
visual
also
cues.
like the convenience of sharing the message or sharing the story to people. Like if you can just share the post on the story, right? And then whoever that watches the story will see also. So it's like the convenience of sharing make it easier to reach more people. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I think to be fair, you can do it in most social medias, right? Like you can share a post on Facebook, you can retweet on Twitter. But I think what amplifies the message in Instagram more is, like I said, because pictures paint 1,000 words.
Yeah.
Sometimes, right, you can post a picture, no captions, and you can know what is it about, and the message can go.
Or it can go the other way around. lah.
Or yeah, it can go the other way around. It could be misinterpreted. I think that's why. I think what Instagram is so powerful is that it recognizes that pictures and visual cues are very important. So
Yeah.
whenever you post a picture on Instagram, the impact of the message is more amplified.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I
I
feel.
think also visual cues are like more, they are more appealing to people nowadays. Like to young people especially, they like to look at pictures and videos more than just words.
Yeah,
we
they prefer to
want
look
to
in.
I
find
think
we
it's
want
like
to
quite interesting.
we want to get like that quick attraction, you know. I mean, like, you know, Twitter still goes
yeah.
by tweets, by words, you know. But I mean, you can still put photos and everything like that, lah. But Instagram is quick. I feel it's because like, it's like you said, a picture paints 1,000 words, you know. So it's like, when we see what we like, straight away it registers in our head, you know, exactly like what we are attracted to, you know, or what we like to see, you know.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, we touched about it just now. But like, what is the negative side of Instagram?
Oh, okay. The dark days have come. The clouds are literally just come by my ear.
I think I'll give an example. I think football fans or sport fans, do y'all remember what happened in the Euro 2020 final? What happened after that?
Euro
I think
2020.
I think
The
there's this.
assignment, no.
Yeah,
I'm not up to date in sports,
just-
guys. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, it's okay.
You gotta
I'll
explain to those that don't
yeah.
watch football.
I'll explain this to you, alright? So in the Euro finals, there was this it's contested between England and Italy, and in the England team, so you went to penalty shootouts, right?
Mhm.
So there was two England players, they were black English players, so they missed their penalties, right? Which caused England to lose the final, and because they missed the penalties, they got racially abused and racially harassed on their Instagram account. Like people keep sending them hate comments that's like racially motivated. People
Jeez.
started commenting on random posts like, oh, you know, this player is something, all racially motivated.
That's
So that
harsh.
just goes to show, as convenient as it is to spread positivity on
correct.
Instagram, it's just as convenient to
Yeah.
spread negativity. It's just as
Yeah, I
convenient.
also heard,
Word.
because of that Euro, right? I think they also show that most of the hate comments or what is like come from England fans because they lost the final.
Correct,
And because of
yeah.
their two players, right?
Correct.
Sancho and Rashford.
Mhm.
And that and some more is, I mean, we all make mistakes, huh? Even those
Yeah,
players,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
There's no need to go and send racial abuse messages.
I guess to some people
like
it's just like,
calling-
ayo, you made it this far, already lah. Come on, lah, guys. Then you
I
lose
think-
like this. How humiliating to the name of England, you know. I'm
But-
just trying to be in like
yeah.
their shoes.
You can
know,
be
but
sad. You can be sad and
Yeah.
upset. You can give like constructive criticism. You can say he's a shit player. I mean, it's fine. You're entitled to opinion. But to actually go out and to like racially abuse someone like that,
yeah, it's just
it's uncalled for.
Nah, that's not good, man.
Yeah, and I think
yeah.
like
It's
Vinod, you
unprofessional.
give like a very good example also, because I think it has been happening like in the football world, like football online world, for quite a long time. It's not the first time,
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
It's
More
always
so
an
online and,
ongoing
yeah.
chapter, ongoing
Yeah, correct,
progression.
correct.
And if you actually read about it, a lot of it comes through Instagram. Because what these people do is that because Instagram, you can have an anonymous account and send out these hate comments, so
Oh,
you wouldn't
yeah.
be so you wouldn't be held accountable for it.
Oh god.
It's so
Keyboard
easy,
warriors.
I can just create a random account, put like a random name, anonymous name, don't have my photo. I can send out thousands of hate comments, and I won't be held accountable.
And it's like, what are they gonna do?
yeah, what are they gonna do? They're gonna
Right.
report. They're gonna ban me. Okay, I'll create
Yeah.
another account lah. I'll
I
create
mean,
another
I mean,
account
sp-
lah.
Right,
I mean,
right.
speaking about
Right.
spam accounts, right? I feel like another negativity of Instagram is that there's a lot of like there's a lot of toxicity, with everything going about with like just following like with followers. It's just all being all about followers and likes, trying to get the next likes, the most followers, and trying to compare
like
your
an
work,
addiction
your work. Yeah, trying to compare even trying to compare like your work to another person's work. And we all know that comparison is the killer of all creativity. But touching on the spam account thing, right?
Yep.
I think one thing that is I feel that it's quite bad. Not to say bad lah, but I mean, how to say, with all this spam accounting, right? I mean, it's just that I feel instead of people like putting out and working hard, there are many. I know that there are many people out there who works hard to put out great original content, but there are so many accounts on Instagram, and I think I have to. I think it's specifically just for Instagram. I feel I'm not so sure, but I've seen this a lot lah. There are so many accounts that just re-upload people's content. They are just like
Without
constantly
credits,
re-uploading.
Mm-hmm.
They're just constantly like re-uploading like TikToks, Snapchats, or like old Vines, and these profiles, these pages get so much traction, and they thrive off all of this reused content, and they get more than what people who work so hard to put out their original content. So I think one of the negatives is that everyone's like, if we want to try to make it out there just by trying to prove that we can do a specific thing and we put out our own original thing, but then yet people and then we want to get like known and all these things, but then with people who are literally just re-uploading content, copy paste,
Yeah.
Control C,
Yeah.
Control V.
I think what's worse is that they don't even credit the original creator.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's why the least you
That's
can
the
do is to
worst,
credit.
And then in
Yep.
the
Credit
end, when they get all of these followers, then they'll start a business there. They'll be like, DM me to get your posts known for a re-upload, and then you can get known and all these things. But
Yeah.
I mean, as much as this is quite cool. I mean, to think about it, it's a very business mentality mindset. But what happened to just like people who genuinely want? What will happen to those people who are like genuinely putting out original content, hard-earned work,
Yeah.
and then they get lesser of what these re-uploaded pages
Yeah.
get? It's very sad, It is very sad.
I think Instagram has been a bit loose on the copyright thing. I think
Yeah.
to be fair, they've like knuckled down on music copyright. Sometimes you try to post a video with like a background music, they'll like, oh, it's copyrighted,
Yeah.
because the music in the background is copyrighted.
Yeah.
But there's
That's why
just
now
a
got Instagram music.
Yeah,
No, but I
Instagram
think that's
music.
just a
Yeah.
surface. I think that's just a surface. I think the copyright thing is actually really, really sensitive. Because
It
it's
is,
so
it is.
easy, right? For me to go to another app like Facebook or Twitter, I see like someone posted like an art picture. I can just take it, put it on Instagram. I don't have to tell who did it. I can just say I did it. People will believe, and I will get the name and fame for it. But the person who
Yeah.
actually did it probably wouldn't.
Indeed.
I think there's like a
Yeah.
loophole there in the way Instagram works that is so bad for the creatives. I feel.
Yeah.
Mm.
How about you, Wei Yong? What do you? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think also like just now Simon touched about comparison, right? So do y'all feel like every time you look at others people's life, as how like they update their lives, they go travel, they buy this, they buy that, they post, right? Do y'all ever feel like like, hey, what, like you compare your life to them and then you feel bad suddenly, you feel like, oh man, why well, he or she can go and enjoy it, but I'm here. Do you
Everyone
ever feel
who's
that?
everyone
time.
who's tuning into the podcast, right? Please go watch Dr. Jason Leong
previous-
on Netflix #blessed, and you understand what Wei Yong is talking about with all these things.
Yeah.
Just go watch that. It's such is a really great reference. Okay, go on.
I think what you said is fair. I mean, it's not fair. I think is right. I think what Instagram has also done for like young people is like we have made seeking validation such a huge part of our lives because
Yeah.
even when it comes to just posting pictures, like you see someone posting a picture of them and then you're like, oh my god, this person is so beautiful and I'm not. But then you don't know this person is like 1,000 filters. Is probably like 1,000 pictures she took, but then there's only the one picture that she thinks looks nice, so she posted up. There's angles involved in all this. So Instagram is not real life. But
Correct.
people will think that it's real life because it's just the way social media, Instagram in particular, works. It's like when you see someone else out there on the app living their lives, you're kind of thinking, man, I wish I could live that life. You know,
I
a
think
little
it's-
sense of insecurity comes in when you're on Instagram,
Correct,
particularly
correct.
when you're on Instagram.
You will like correct. You will somehow like affect you and like when you
Correct.
start comparing lah, right? And then you feel like then you also somehow you also feel FOMO, like
Yeah.
I don't know lah, like I also experienced that before lah, like yeah, I think that's like a few of the negatives of Instagram, right?
I mean, how
feel-
many times have we
Yeah.
watched someone's story and be like, it made me sad or like made me angry or something like that,
Hey, I think yeah.
right?
Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I think God way.
Yeah.
I think tapping on what Vinod said just now, right? I think it's because social media and I think Instagram in particular has bottled down our sort of like how we are self-assured into a form of how others put themselves online or in a form of just by getting the most likes and followers. So it's bottled down to that, we want to get the sense of belonging, and it has bottled down to these small, very little things when in reality it's actually way, way, way past and way bigger than all of those things.
I think it's hard to discern what's real and what's not real on Instagram. So
Yeah.
hard.
And
So hard.
Before we move on to the next question, I think it's important to put this out there, is that I think the negatives of Instagram, just like any other social media, is that cyberbullying still manages to roam around and it still manages to affect so many people, whether it be kids or teenagers, even if they are just uploading content for fun, just like just now we talked about,
Yeah.
we touched on the topic of like negative comments and all this harassment and so forth, and jumping onto harassment as well, many women actually face a lot of harassment, with random spam accounts or random ass guys who are sending dick
Yeah.
pics to them. It's
Yeah,
guys, come
I
on,
think,
man.
Yeah, it's like I saw that
It's
before. also.
incredibly easy to send unsolicited dick pics on
It
Instagram.
is,
It's
yeah.
so easy.
I mean,
Yes.
wait, it doesn't even have to be dick pics. Like someone said, comments. Like you will usually see a lot of those you spam like those certain emojis and all.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like
definitely.
It's such an ugly side that
Yeah.
is so not filtered on Instagram. I think that's the one thing. That's like I said, it's so hard to discern what's real and what's not real on Instagram.
Yeah,
And it
is.
messes with a lot of people's mind. And yeah, I think like going on with that, right? So we've already laid out what's the good and the bad of Instagram, and how could Instagram be better? Like if there's a way to improve Instagram and people's experience on Instagram, how could you make it better?
Call up Mark Zuckerberg.
I don't think that's the right decision, man. I think he's just gonna mess it up more. He's a crazy guy. He's a crazy guy.
I think I'll go a bit last. So why not Wei Yong? You kind of shine a little bit on how Instagram could be better.
I think I'm gonna get away from the negative comments, those harassment offers, and talk about, how like sometimes when you post something, suddenly maybe your this post has like a lot of views, and then your next post is like suddenly like you see a major decrease in views or likes. It's like it's very
it happens,
inconsistent.
man. So
It's
I
very
think
inconsistent.
discouraging.
I think it has to do with the algorithm, right?
Yeah.
With the Instagram. Like somehow, like sometimes
Instagram.
your post, sometimes you don't even know like your friend posted that because it didn't reach to you. You know.
Yeah, because now it's no
So
more
I think-
chronological. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's something Instagram can work on. Like I think I read an article like just now, like there are a few factors that factor in when they work on the algorithm. I saw, but let's not get to it lah. But I think they can work on it to be better so that users right can always see fresh content, especially those that, like Simon said, those like the creative people, like they post up their content right, like the hard work content.
Yeah.
So because it's very time consuming, it's very hard, it takes a lot of you, and you post that and imagine people not seeing it.
Yeah,
It's very wasted lah, so-
that's how I feel a lot of creatives get really demotivated.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
So I
very-
think that's
I mean,
something
we-
that definitely Instagram can work on. Yeah.
I mean, we are creatives as well. Like this podcast is a creative like effort, so we can relate to that, right?
Definitely.
Like almost, we have to pay to promote our account. That's not good, man. I feel
There's
that's a
the
little
extra F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon,
So
what do you think?
What
How
about
do
you? What about you guys?
I mean, okay. I have a few things listed down lah. Okay. But I think I won't touch on what Vinod told me a few days before, on what feature that Instagram added. I'll just probably say what I feel like they can actually like do better. As I said just now, with all this re-uploaded content, I think Instagram can try to be better in a sense that to have lesser spam content. To have lesser re-uploaded, reused, rehashed content, because the more these things, the more profiles and that are, the more there are of these profiles on Instagram, then the more people will want to do these kind of things just to get the amount of followers, the amount of likes, the amount of comments and traction to their page.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just like what Wei Yong just said just now, Instagram, stop changing your algorithm.
Yeah, bro.
For one day I
Maybe they
see
have
the
a reason lah,
algorithm
but-
is one thing like this, and the next day algorithm is this.
No, I think the Instagram algorithm is like, oh, we know what you want, but no, you don't know
No,
what I
you
want.
have no idea what we want. Come on.
You don't know what I want. I don't want to see.
You guys
I
are
want
only
to see
doing
what
it
my
for your
friends
selfish
post. I don't want to
deeds.
see. It's messed up, man. The algorithm is messed up. That's the one thing I'll agree on. I think they need to work on the algorithm.
Yeah, and another thing is also, I feel this is the most essential one lah. I feel Instagram should try to work harder towards making it a safer platform.
True.
And
Yep.
because I know it will be very hard, to monitor every single account and all these things. You have to establish an AI and all these different things that require computer and programming and all these things. But I feel like literally, like, I think they do have a team, but if they don't, please establish a team that literally says this on their office door, making Instagram a safer place.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should just have
Yeah.
people just for that specific job. Because as much as we can say that we need this to be done, it's actually a very hard thing to do, I feel. And it's a very tedious thing to do because there's so many kinds of people out there. And there's so many kinds of things that's
yeah.
happening to like so many people, to women, to kids, to teenagers. It's just very... that's all I have to say,
Yeah.
summarized in just that tone. And...
Yeah.
One more last thing is that I think Instagram should reward creators who like try. I mean, they do reward their profile user profiles who pass a specific follower, and then they get like the star icon,
The blue tick. The blue tick.
the blue tick. Yes, the blue tick.
Blue tick. Yep.
But I think
The verified.
Instagram, because a lot of people wants to earn through what they post, right? Let's say it be you have a photography
yeah.
work, or you have music work and all these things, and you're using Instagram as a platform to promote all these things, but you want to get something back from there. So because let's say if you're a digital artist, but you can't sell it yet because you're still so small of like you don't have much of a target audience, so you use Instagram as a platform for you to share to get more traction to your art. Okay, but in that, all you're getting is just traction, and you don't know whether you will even go up. So at the end of the day, how are you going to supply your funds for doing digital art to get a better tablet, to get better specs for your PC, laptop, to get to pay for that Adobe subscription? So I think Instagram has to come up with a way where it's easier for people to earn from what they post and from what they share. You know,
I think Instagram started out as a social media app, but I think lately it's become more of like
business oriented.
I think it's become a business tool, a marketing tool. So yeah, I think they do have to work on that side, like their marketing side, and how they can help people sell their product or sell, to promote their business or whatever. I think because if that's where they're going, if they're trying to move away from the social media aspect and move into a more entrepreneurial aspect, I think they have to work hard into making sure that entrepreneurs are getting what they deserve on the app.
Indeed, yes.
Right? If that's the direction you're going to take, then you're going to have to take care of the entrepreneurs that are on your app.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
As far as improvements go, I think for me, as a social media app, I think as a business tool, a marketing tool, there's a lot of way to go. But I think as a social media app, I think the one thing they have to do is, they've already kind of done it. Now you can choose to hide your likes, the number of likes you have.
Yeah, I think that's a really great feature.
Yeah.
That's a great initiative, because most of our sense of validation comes from how many likes we get. But if you hide it, nobody knows.
Correct.
Nobody really cares. Only you know, and it doesn't matter because you can't see other people's likes. So there's no sense of comparison, and you kind of have to seek validation from yourself.
Everybody just turn off your likes, huh? Just turn off.
Yeah, I think actually, I know what. As an advice, I'm telling you all, turn off your likes. Like when I did it tremendously helped my experience on Instagram. When I turned off likes.
But you don't have any posts. Your Instagram is empty. You turn off all like.
You don't call me out. You don't call me out like that, man. I didn't delete them, okay? I archived them. So obviously there were likes before that.
In 4K.
This guy.
You archived all your posts.
gosh.
Okay, you know what?
Burn, Wei Yong.
By the time this podcast comes out, there's going to be a post, okay? And
Okay. That
fine.
one we know, that we know. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
But
that's so
anyway,
hilarious.
this guy, okay? Anyway, the likes thing is important. And I think the other thing that I touched upon is that, like I said, it's so easy to be an idiot on Instagram. It's so easy to be racist on it. Like, let's say, if I were to call a black person the N-word in public, I would go to jail. Very easy, very direct, right? But if you were to call someone, a black person, the N-word, just an example, just to comment, hey, N-word, something shit. If you put it on Instagram in a comment on your DMs, do you think that person is going to go to jail? What are the chances he even gets prosecuted? What are the chances?
That's the thing about the online world.
Yeah.
What are the chances that he gets punished for it?
There's not much filters online. I mean, as much as there are filtering systems going on, it's just that it's hard to filter these things.
I think that's where Instagram, the shareholders, everyone who's in the board and everything, they have to sit down with people and really come to terms with the fact that you can't. Right now we cannot just let social medias be like, you have to maximize the. I can't put this in words suddenly, but it's just almost like it's too easy to be racist or a rapist on Instagram. It's too easy. It's almost like a platform for these people. It's almost like a platform. I think you can do better. I think Instagram can definitely do better.
I think Instagram does remove like a lot of spam accounts on a daily basis, because there are a lot of tons of spam accounts. But I think what they need to I think they just need to, I guess, improve their sort of like scanning
Their
through
gatekeeping, the gatekeeping system.
Yeah, their gatekeeping system a bit more.
Yeah.
But
I
hey,
think
who are we
because-
to say? We're just three students. we're just three
we're
teenagers.
not IT experts lah, but
Yeah, we're not
I mean,
IT
it's
experts.
clear, but it's clear
Correct.
but it's clear to see that something has to be done. There's something that you can
Definitely.
improve on there. Because even I can go around being a racist and nobody can. I'm not racist, but I'm just saying anyone can do it. anyone can do it. Anyone can put out something so negative and so hurtful
Vinod,
and not
toxic,
get
Vinod.
punished for it. This guy has been calling me out since the start of the episode, man.
Just kidding, guys. Vinod is a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Verified by Wei Yong.
Girls, if you're interested, just hit him up in the DMs.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, so we have discussed what are the good sides of Instagram, what are the bad sides of Instagram. We've also discussed what Instagram could do better. Now, just a fun question, okay? If you were to create a social media app, what would it be and how would it work?
This is gonna be fun. My gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. I currently have an app on my phone right now. It's called Taco. Okay. Shout out to Taco
Ooh.
if you're hearing this, or David Choi if you're hearing this. I don't know even he.
David
Taco.
Choi, I love
You
that,
hear this?
man.
So David
love
Choi
that
came
man.
up with this app together with a bunch of his friends. And what it actually is, right, is that it's a little bit like Instagram. It's like Instagram, but remove the posting part. The postings is the story, is the reel, like that. Okay, so take it example. When I want to upload a piece of content, okay, it can be in story form. Okay, I mean everything is all just in like a story form style. Okay, but you can upload story, photos also can, reels or whatever, like edited videos already. You can upload it on there. Okay, so you create your own you create your own timeline. Okay, so you have one video. Okay, but then what you can do is also that they have this option to add a taco, and what it means is that, for example, if anyone who sees your timeline, okay, let's say you started a thread. So take it as like a thread a little bit. You started a thread on like mental health, okay? So you want people to share about their struggles, these things and all these things. So anybody who wants to chime in on that, they just click that taco button and they film whatever or they add whatever that they film, and that content goes into your timeline. So take it as an
Okay.
so you can take it in a way is that it's like creators collaborating with each other, creators getting to know each other better because everyone has a say into like a single topic or a single content. There's a lot of collaboration that's going on. It's not just a single person and all these things. It's a team effort. It's like so I find it's really cool because it's easier for creators to meet each other. It's easier for people to collaborate with each other, and to see each other's work and to sort of like, whoa, your work is cool. Maybe like, we can collab sometime, and all these things. So I feel that is great, and like I said just now, I feel like it needs to be a platform. I feel for my social media platform, I think I will do exactly what Taco is doing. I mean, not to copy, but I would definitely do that. I feel because collaboration is the key, right, of creativity. And of all of us as creators, you see. And just like I said just now, I feel there needs to be an easier way for content creators to get paid for what they do. So like what Taco also is doing is that, for example, for every single view that they get onto like a video or like a thread or something like that, or like a single video on each video, they get paid for that, for each view. I mean, take it example is like how Spotify does their work. It's like by many cents, right? You get many cents. So take it in a way, this is how content creators like video thing do, like through these kind of small apps. Don't talk about YouTube lah, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But this can be another form of way on how creators can earn, and it's such a great and vast opportunity because everybody these days want to get something out of what they do. As much as we all can say that, we enjoy what we do, we put out the things that we love, and we share things is because that's what we love to do. But at the end of the day, as much as we can share all these things, right, when in reality, when there's no reciprocation of anything that you're getting, that goes down the line, there goes your demotivation already. Because in the end of the day, at the end of the day, I feel like why am I doing it? I still love doing this, but I'm doing this, but I'm like not getting anything out of it. I feel like maybe it could be a waste of time. This is why I feel a lot of hobbies lose their spark. Get what I mean?
Because it's not reciprocated.
Which is
I think,
okay.
I think it's a saying like everybody has to eat.
Yeah,
Right.
Everybody
has to eat. Yeah. It's like no point, like, you can talk about creatives and be like, oh, I don't mind, earning only this much and this much. But in reality, you need to eat. Like, you need to put food on the table. You need to get. Sometimes you can be more creative with more money and with more revenue, right? So I
Yeah.
think the more money you can earn, the more creative you can be, and the more creative you are allowed to be, right? So I think a social media app that caters to that, I think is very good lah. I think especially for creators, I think it's a very good initiative. As for my social media, I was thinking about this question, and then I started listing down what my social media is and what it does. I started to realize I'm just describing Pinterest. I'm just describing.
Okay,
Think about
man.
it. You just put up random images that inspire you, that you think is cool. You know,
So it's like a
you don't
collection.
you don't even need a caption for it. You just post it. There's no comment. There's no commenting. There's no nothing. You see something you like, you share.
Oh yeah.
That's it. There's no messaging.
That's all you get. You just share. That's
Yeah,
actually a
it's
great
a-
thing. It encourages people to share more.
Yeah, and it takes out like the part where like, oh, there's no chatting, there's no DMs, there's no commenting. You see what you like, you share. You don't like, you see something else.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very
you're
whole. It's a very
by sharing, you're also crediting the creator, right?
when you share this one, you can see like whose original post is that, whose picture is that.
Yeah.
Like Pinterest does that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like think about it as a mood board. That's what Pinterest is. It's a
Ah,
mood board.
yeah.
It's a mood
Indeed.
board. Yeah, and it's so clean. It's so wholesome. It has no negative effects. I think nobody has a bad time on Pinterest. Have you ever seen anyone say, "Oh, I was depressed from going on Pinterest, man"?
I mean, maybe people who re-upload Tumblr posts on Pinterest.
Maybe lah. I mean, I think maybe because they choose to be sad lah. But honestly, I think Pinterest is such a great social media app. I don't even think it's a social media app, but
It's just a platform
it's just a
to
great,
share.
yeah, it's a great place to be. I think
Yeah.
Pinterest. If I were to have a social media app, I'll do it like how Pinterest does it. Just share content, no chatting, no DMs, just pure content.
Yeah, let
Why
your
not
work
you-
speak for itself, that kind of thing.
Correct.
Why not
Correct.
you do Pinterest in TikTok style?
Ooh.
So instead of
Mhm.
looking at the mood board, right, you
Mhm.
swipe. I mean, I like swiping lah, huh? So you just swipe.
It's convenient lah. It's convenient. So you can take it
So
in a
you
way.
just
It's like
swipe.
for each
Yeah.
for
But
each
then it's
content that's
but-
post, you just swipe and then you just see all of the posts and
Yeah.
all the this one.
I think what this shows
Correct.
is that Wei Yong, you're a certified Gen Z man.
Oh.
I swipe 2 minutes, my finger lock. I cannot.
you weak lah, finger lock.
This guy, I tell you.
On fire today, Wei Yong. You're on fire.
No.
How do you? I don't think God gave you thumbs to do this all day, man. You can do better with your thumbs. Anyone that's listening to this podcast, I think
No,
you
not
can
all
do
day
better
lah,
than
not all day,
scrolling
okay?
with your thumbs.
Take note, I don't do it all day. I only do it at night before I sleep. But like using that style, like TikTok style, but put it as a Pinterest kind of content. I don't know. It might work. It might not. So who knows lah, huh?
I mean, it's a world of infinite possibilities.
You can, what?
And-
I always imagine the best social media app is the best things that you can take out of every single social media app that's on.
Combine.
Combine every single good aspect of each platform, and I think you have a really good app right there.
Actually, you know what? Just don't have a social media app, bro. Just go out and touch some grass. Honestly.
Just go out. In a way, that's so
Touch
true.
some
Just
grass,
go
bro.
out. When was the last time, that you went out and you actually, like for example, you went to the beach, okay, and you didn't even touch your phone. You just took in the sights. Maybe you brought a camera just to take photos. But When's the last time when you went to the beach and you actually
That's the thing
didn't
about
actually take
Instagram,
out
man.
your phone?
That's the thing about Instagram. You go to beautiful places and in beautiful moments, and the first thing you think about is, I gotta
capture this. I gotta let people
gotta
know where I
gram
am. Man.
this.
Hashtag for the
Yeah.
gram.
I
Hashtag
gotta gram this. Yeah. You go
Insta
dude,
story.
nowadays you go to a concert and everybody has their phone up recording videos on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad to see on it. I mean, I do it lah, but you know. But you know.
It's kind of sad lah, to see.
I mean, I hate myself for doing it lah, but honestly, it's a bit sad. Okay, man. I think we have talked about Instagram and the goods of it, the bads of it. We've even given our ideas on how to improve it.
Today,
If,
the
like-
word Instagram has been spoken
Yeah, if like
countless
any
of times.
if anyone from the Instagram like director or like board directors are listening to this, please listen to us. Make it a better app.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, just make it.
I
yeah,
think they are
Instagram.
doing it, but I don't know. You know, business. I don't know.
Trust the process.
Just
I'm
do
not sure
better,
lah,
man.
but yeah.
Instagram, you can do better. Just like anything else in life, you can do better.
Yeah, I can do better.
So
Wow,
be-
Vinod.
before
Vinod was spitting out the wisdom.
Not bad,
Right,
not bad.
right, so before we end this podcast, let's any final say?
Any final say? I guess I think I'm just gonna speak for all the creators out there, and I'm speaking for my own self as well. Just try enjoying what you're doing and don't think about the traction. Don't think about the money. Because it really demotivates you along the way. And I'm still struggling with myself to do the same thing. But important thing is that enjoy what you're doing. Really do. Like enjoy the process. And think of it as like once your content is up, that is your baby that's up, and you gotta take good care of every single baby. That's one way to put it.
Okay, that's very elegantly put. Wei Yong,
Yeah.
final say.
Yeah, I think very simple. It's like don't let like what other people post affect you lah.
Indeed.
Like maybe they buy new stuff or what. I also experienced before, like, I see my friend buy this stuff, then I want to buy also. I jealous also, I FOMO. But then
Try
just
not to
don't let it affect
FOMO.
you.
Try not to hashtag FOMO.
Correct. And then you see other people doing better in their life, right? But everyone's journey is different, so yeah.
Indeed.
These are small things that you always see on Instagram and experience, right? Just don't let it affect you lah. Because just be yourself on the social media platform. Don't try to
Facts.
please others. Yeah.
Facts. Wei Yong is preaching. As far as for me, I'm just gonna say Instagram is not real life. Please try to find the difference between the real life and the life that you see that's going on in your phone screen. It's not the same. Try to
Indeed.
live your life. Try to live yourself. Live your life for yourself. Don't try to live for the sake of your Instagram feed or the sake of looking cool on your gram.
Instagram
just
followers.
just live your life, man. Just live your life. And I tell you what, your Instagram will look better as long as you're happy.
Yeah.
Honestly, as long as you're happy, your Instagram will automatically look better.
Indeed.
So
What if you're not happy?
I
then
think that's a
don't be on
topic for
Instagram.
another day.
So, yeah, I mean, let's not go and watch episode 3 then. So
Tune
anyway,
in to our podcast.
yes. So
Yeah,
this is Vinod. We have Simon Wei Yong. Please follow us on on Instagram. We are the Three Lattes Podcast on Instagram. Please like, comment, and share if you can. And we're on YouTube as well. Please share, subscribe, and like the videos.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be on Spotify soon. So please take note. Please follow us for any updates.
Just keep posted, guys. Stay posted.
Correcto.
Stay updated.
And this is us, the Three Lattes Podcast, signing out. See you guys next week.
All right. See you all, guys. Bye.
Bye.